Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. This fielded at the 2. Get across the 20s, mark them at the 22-yard line. Ready? Let's go. Ready? They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. Look at him go. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing to get going, it's Herbert. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 21 yards.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Inside the 20. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer. Steady.
To the air now on 1st and 10. To the outside. Complete. It's Wilson.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react. quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Mazi Smith focused on the quarterback there, and he ran him down for a loss of 6.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Get it. Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Back to throw. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. That time they got the veteran John Simpson. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
Bronco 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Indianapolis.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Cap it.
They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, Here's 2nd and 5.
Set. Go.
Now a give up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
22 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Set. 380. 21. Delta. Stop. Step.
Here's a run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off. 6.
14. Jets 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Come on.
The drive begins with a run, and it's on. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 23-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught left side by Taylor. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the 1st down.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
1st down. 1st
Let's
and
go
10
now.
at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
So after 14-7 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Okay, ready.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Get it. Cougar 19. Get it.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
34-yard line.
Let's go. Step.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Okay,
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Huh.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. 380. What is it?
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Set. 21.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Third down and 3.
Lion. Go.
Pistol here for Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indy. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
21-yard line.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab them. To get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking the jump.
Hold the ready.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Ready. Go.
He's across midfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
It's second and 8.
Ready, break.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Here we go, strike. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So, fourth down, here's Harrison Mevis for the Jets field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Hey, Kappa. Don't stop.
Now it's Herbert. That is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
On the ready. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Jets.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Okay, break.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
Hall is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. And although it's just the second quarter of this one, we'll chase the points now. Try to get things tied up. Back to throw. That'll be caught. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for two. Unable to tie this football game up. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
Let's go. 380.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A short pass taken in by Warren. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In motion is Warren. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert rolling right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Throwing, Herbert. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Colts. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he foregoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Herbert now on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Hey, go Lion. Good.
Handoff here, out of the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
59.
Now, Herbert. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
It's a gain of 18.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On play action now, Herbert. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Indianapolis.
Well, Baylor Tiger.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Out to his right. Now he'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Now a give on the ground, and he will score again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Point conversion.
Hey, Kappa. Ready?
Shotgun now for Herbert. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
We'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with the ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Baylor tight.
Herbert now on first down. Got his man at the 6. And he's in! Touchdown, Indy. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Got it. Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready? Left.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. And even 30 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll look to throw again. The open man is Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready? Ready?
Back to the air one more time. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Lion.
Travel start on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Will McDonald, their tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Out of the
7.
gun, here's Herbert. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Baylor tight. Hey, Ray.
In motion is Warren.
Go.
Herbert. That one taken in by Mitchell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Chill. Hey. Hold me troops right. Let's go. Ready.
To throw, it's Herbert. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. Steady.
Now, faking the give. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Picked up by Andrew Van Ginkel. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Colts stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Laiatu Latu, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Throwing on second down. Lock. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. From the gun, it's Locke. That one caught by Smith. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Colts have come away with the football. What a demoralizing play. A big chunk coming in the passing game. Looking like they had flipped the field, but then, Greg, the fumble, and the defense comes up with a recovery.
Explosive plays. That's what this offense has been talking about. This is what they've been preaching. But at the end, Mike, you have to protect the ball because otherwise it's all for nothing. That's exactly what happened here. The big pass play is negated by bad ball security, and now the defense takes over.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, run. Set. Ready, ready.
On first down, Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside of 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with him.
At the 5-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
Ready, set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Indy. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Locked to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Locked to throw on first and 10. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds.
The Southern Jets.
And And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Let's go now.
They go play action. It's locked. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
380, run. Set. 380, run.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Here's Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Kappa. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Set. Wide out. Set.
A run now on second down, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. First and 10 now from the 36.
Set. Lion.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Moving to his right. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught. Outside, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That has play good for 22. That's good for a Colts first down.
Black 80, black. Hey, Ray. Ready.
Up the middle they go. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Pistol here for Herbert. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
They're on the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
13 yards.
Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our answers.
Come on, set.
On play action, Locke. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. It is a sack. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Block out of the shotgun. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort to come away with the victory.